Welcome to the Bordom podcast where I go live because I'm bored. Just here to talk, see if anybody wants to talk. Bullshit, cut it up because I'm a night owl. If you check the description, there's a charity that AlphaTyler is representing that's very near and dear to his heart. And it'd be cool if people would hit it up. I'm going to see who shows up. I'm just here bored. Anybody that I know wants to hit the link, I'll have you on up if I know you. We can chop it up about whatever, preferably not drama, but I'm not gonna shy away from any topic because I'm a pro First Amendment, freedom of speech person. I only restrict it to people that I know due to the fact that there are trolls out there that'll try to get me shut down. And I'm just a bit paranoid about that. So, welcome to our one viewer. Anybody not shouted out in the description, if you want to get a shout out, just hit me up. Hello, Elena. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Had a shitty day, but I got my helmet on, so it is what it is. Nothing health related, just shit with my vehicle going wrong. But like I said, I got my helmet on, so I ain't bitching. I'm doing good for the most part. Welcome everybody to the Boredom Podcast, where I go live because I'm bored. Anybody that I know, if you want to hit the link, I will have you up if I know you. If I don't, it's nothing personal. It's just there's trolls out here that like to act a fool, so I don't have anybody up that I don't know. I do not like to participate in drama, so I ask that we don't discuss drama. However, I'm not going to shy away from any topic of a conversation. Exactly, it can always be worse. I learned a long time ago, never ask the universe, is this the most you got? Because they'll pile more on. Yeah, I understand, Elena. It's just it got to be a little bit too much for me. Nothing against you. It's just all the alerts going off and everything else just got to be too much. I dropped out of a lot of servers too. Yep. Life is always yet full of surprises. I just wish mine would start getting better and better instead of shit crapping on me. I'm planning to do one of these podcasts sometime in the near future about a topic that's close to my heart, and that's being a military brat. So, if anybody grew up in the military life without actually being military, if you'd hit me up, I can schedule it for when's best for everybody. You left your own server, or you just turned them all off? The alerts, Elena. I really hate being up here talking on my own. I hate to hear my own voice and everything. Not to mention, I thrive on sorry to hear that. I thrive on having interactions with people and talking with people. I'm not really good at holding down a conversation or being charismatic for people to want to watch me, but it is what it is. I do my best. I'll try to do my best without anybody up here, but when people pop up here, then conversation will get going better. And again, Elena, I'm sorry to hear that. You had a really good server there for independent artists and to find independent artists. Hey, Kobe, what's up? Yeah, I cut mine down to I think it's 4 or 5. That there's some activity, but not a lot. The main one I stay in is alphas. Doing good, doing good. Again, welcome to the Bordom podcast where I go live because I'm bored. Not about the drama, but I'm willing to talk about anything. I just prefer it not to be about drama. I like to give people a platform to, just hang out and talk and chill and not be about the drama. Have a good one, Elena. I'll try. Thank you. You and the doggo be safe. Well, thank you, Kobe. I appreciate it. I try. Like I said, I plan on doing one of these at least a week where I try to have a theme. This is not the one. Later on, sometime this week, I'm trying to have one that's based around those of us who grew up in the military lifestyle without actually having joined the military. So anybody out there that is a GI brat of any branch, if you hit me up on IG, I'll see about having you on the panel. I'm Jay from the Redneck Riviera or Jay from Thursday Night Records. I'm not sure which one it is on IG. Might even be my real name. I don't know. But you'll be able to find me if you search Jay and look for my icon. Yeah, Kobe. At least we met on Menaces and also Triple T and Alphas. I get around. But yeah, I'm one of those that I'll talk about just about anything. If you have questions or want to interject topics to talk about, just put it in there. AlphaTyler. That's who Alpha is, Kobe fan. He does a Thursday night music request show called ATRL. And he's a really good dude. I hang out in his Discord a lot. I actually went and saw him last year in August with a bunch of other people from YouTube. We did a meetup, and he did a Thursday night stream with all of us on there. while we were there for that week. But yeah, this is me. I don't put the camera on because, well, I'm sitting out on my porch, and on top of that, nobody likes seeing my mean mug anyway. I got the face for radio. I'm afraid of breaking everybody else's cameras going on cam. Well, it's almost the same thing, Kobe. It's just gang life is a little different. I was never in a gang, but I knew people that were. Being born and raised in the military, lifestyle is very strict and strenuous, and you always have to. You're always being told that your actions also get back to your parent, whoever's in the military is higher ups, and they'll get either punished or praised for things you do. So you got to watch your ass. But that's for that stream. I've got one guest confirmed, and I'm looking for others. I think Lori said that she was military before becoming military, so I may reach out to her and see if she wants to be on it, and see what times are best for everybody on the panel. Because we hear a lot about people's service and being in the military, but okay, your birth mom or your birth dad was military. I'm thinking that's what BM stands for. Birth mom or dad. Biological. That's probably what it is. But yeah, the stream will be for anybody that was born into and raised in a military family. So just us giving our experiences growing up. Oh, baby mom, dad. Okay, my bad. But yeah, there's a lot of military people on YouTube, but nothing really gets said about those of us who either never joined or did join, but grew up in the military lifestyle and our experiences. So I wanted to highlight that for once. Kids of military parents, basically. And that's another reason why I went live, was promoting that. Not to mention I didn't see anybody online, and I figured, it was a good time to go live. Get everybody's mind off of drama. Just cut it up and have some fun if anybody's awake. Although I don't see a whole lot of people joining, so it may be a quick live. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not really very charismatic in holding conversation, so actually you can go live whenever you want. You end up building a fan base that way. That's what I've done. Also, I tend to host a after party for AlphaTylers live on Thursday nights after he's done. We call it the ATRL after party. All you have to do is go to either Restream or StreamYards and follow the prompts. You know, fill out your description and all that, and hit the go live button. Now, the thing people have to remember is it takes a whole lot to get monetized, so you're not going to make money off of going live. Unless, of course, you put in your PayPal or Cash App and ask people to donate. But I'm doing this all from my phone. That's cool. That's the other thing is you can go live from your phone or from a computer or tablet. It's just if you're wanting to play music or video, you'll have to be on a computer or tablet to share screen and do it and all. That's another reason why with me on my phone I don't play music. I'm just a podcast talking. I got to really figure out how to upload these to a podcast channel and try to do something that way too. Yeah, I don't do this for the money either. I don't make anything off of YouTube or Twitch or anything else. I just kind of hang out and help promote independent artists that I know and get along with, like AlphaTyler and people in his community. Jason JV. I've got a list of names in the description of people that I rock with that are artists or beat makers and producers and all that, and a couple of people that are also gamers that do gaming streams and stuff. There's also a charity link in the description that AlphaTyler is a part of that nobody's getting any money from except the charity, and it all goes to help veterans. Yeah, exactly, Kobe. That's what I do and try to do for people. That's also what Alpha does. He has built a community around people that he's cool with that, you know, like to get together and hang out and talk and play games and stuff like that. Every once in a while, when we have the people together, we play games and he'll stream it, and he allows everybody that plays to stream also. He's very community minded, and that's why I hang out with him a lot. Him and Triple T are actually kind of friends, so actually kind of how I found him was they were doing streams together and all that. So, as I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to post them in the chat, or if I know you, feel free to hop in. I had set the live to go live at like 11:50, but I figured what the hell, I'd start it early because there was nobody else online and I was bored. Hence the Bordom podcast. I may have to mute because I hear a train coming. I live like 3 houses from a train track, and on the other side of the train track is a military base. Why are you afraid to hop on people's panels, Kobe? Or Kobe's fan, I should say. I hear the train, so I'm going to mute. Yeah, I just didn't want to blow anybody's eardrums that might be with headsets on while it was blowing its horn. Well, this is one that if you wanted to, you can hop on just to cut your teeth on it. Because we don't have that many viewers and I don't have that many subscribers. So if people could hit the like and subscribe, it'd be helpful. I'm just a dude that's bored on the internet. I'm nobody special, and we've only got 2 viewers that I see from what YouTube tells me. Oh, now I'm down to 1 viewer. Kind of surprised that nobody else has come around. We got a guest. Hey, it's Kobe. What up?
What up? Can you hear me good?
I'm not hearing you, but let me see. There we go. I think. Yeah, there we go. I can hear you now.
Okay. No, it's weird. Like,
Uh huh.
I was on Brooks' platform just 2 days,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Let me jump up there. I ain't never jumped up there, right? And it was, to me, it was too overwhelming.
Right. I can understand that.
I'm like, you know what? I gotta get off this panel.
I feel you.
There's only one panel, right? That
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
I've jumped, you know what I mean, frequently every time he goes live. I'm talking about Menace, and
Mhm.
it's like, I don't
Right.
know what it. I know this might seem weird, but it's like over at Menace, you know, I feel like it's a safe place.
Right. I feel you. Well, I hope you feel safe here too.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about, okay, like Jay, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Me and you, okay. I never had
Yeah.
to dislike you or anything, right? You were
Right.
all chats that I've been in, right? I can't ever,
Mhm.
ever recall seeing you ever disrespect.
Right. I try
You
to
know what
be
I mean?
respectful to everybody. Yeah.
Right. That's the way that I am. But like when you, not you, but when I see other
Right.
people come into, other chats like that I be in,
Mhm. Mhm.
disrespectful, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, how can you, like how can you, like why would you do that?
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you.
I got to be honest with you. I was in Triple T's. Now, mind you, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know Triple T like that. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
met
Right.
him and his wife Lori, and
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you, ever since I met them, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they showed me respect, right? So I showed them
Right.
respect, okay,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and knowing Triple T's background, okay, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. Number one, I salute him. You know what I mean? Everything that
Mm-hmm.
he, but
Right.
it's like, how can you disrespect somebody like him?
Yeah, people on the internet just be trolling.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's like me personally. That's a you know what I mean, like that. I don't know. I understand like it's a troll, but
Mm-hmm.
that upset me.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I give Triple T and Lori the respect they deserve. They're good people.
Yeah. Listen, and then you know what's crazy? You know what I mean? Now, yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I met Menace, right? Mind you,
Mm-hmm.
I met him through. I don't know if you know who Traumatos is.
Yes. I know
Or
trauma.
okay, well, I met Menace through them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Menace is like a brother to me. Menace could
Right.
call me right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will pick up the phone for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I never forget. You know, before his son passed, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was in a dire need. I needed to talk to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, my mental wasn't there all the way.
Right.
I was going through some stuff, right?
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And you know, out of everybody that you know what I mean, I called, okay,
Mm-hmm.
message, you know what I mean, Instagram and everything, okay.
Right.
Nobody was there for me really. I mean, of course, the ones that I expected. You know what I mean, like trauma. He had
Yeah.
something going on, so I understand him. You know what I mean, like them.
Right.
But I forget whoever somebody was live and Menace was in there, and I was in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I was venting a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
Menace, I never forget. He messaged me on Instagram, bro. If you ever need to talk, you know what I mean. Here's my number.
Right.
Right. So, at the time, I thought he was joking around. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Right when he sent it to me, right,
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
called him. You know what I mean? And I was
Right.
like, is this Menace or is this a troll? And, at first he was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He,
he was menace, but he also listened and all that. Yeah.
yeah, and that's what it was. Like, when, you know what I mean? Like, when he picked up,
Mm-hmm.
and, I thought it was a troll. You know what I mean? But it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yo,
Right.
wait. There's actually people on this YouTube side of things, right? That
Yep.
actually have a heart.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just you, for example, right, Jay? I
Right.
don't know you, as
Mm-hmm.
my parents would say or whatever if they was alive still, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you from a can of spray paint, you know.
Right.
But it's like, we're actually up here. You know what I mean? Whether
Mm-hmm.
100 people, we're actually having a civilized conversation,
Right.
and it's like I feel this is good for just for anybody.
Right.
Not just saying just me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's what I try to do because I've always held true to the understanding that conversations lead to understanding, and you won't ever truly get to know anybody unless you have conversations. And I try not to do the whole politics or religion when I get to know somebody because that's divisive. I would rather talk to people and get to know them and find common ground that we can all talk and get along and have fun with than to talk about those polarizing things. And the reason I started my podcast was because, like I said, I got bored, so I called it the Bordom Podcast, and I went live for it. And I've got a few people that have rocked with me from day one, and have always rocked with me. And you know, everybody that I talk to in the other lives and everything else, I got
Right.
nothing but love for. You know.
Yeah. I'm not even. I ain't even gonna lie. Right. The first time
Mhm.
I seen you in Menace's, Menace's thing. Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was a
Mhm.
troll at first. Right. And then
I
cause
get that sometimes. Yeah.
like again, Menace is like your brother to me. Right. And I know,
Mhm. Right.
a lot of these idiots. Right. They like
Mhm.
to, they like to go after Menace. For what happened to him. What was it last year?
Yeah.
And it's like, when I first seen that, you know what I mean? I seen you in there. You said something to him. And he said,
Mhm.
what's up to you and everything, right?
Mhm.
So then something was like, nah, he ain't a troll. Just watch him. You know,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And then, like I said, I
Mhm.
watched you, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, Menace is, you know what I mean? This is
Right.
Menace's friend. I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, fucked it up. Like, the one, his, Menace's, uh, he was live, and his buddy from his work
Mhm.
was with him in there,
Right.
and I didn't
Right.
know. So and still I still feel bad. He says, you know what I mean, no biggie, right?
Right.
I was sitting there. He said something to him, and one thing about me, I will
Mhm.
I will protect Menace's live from all the trolls. If I think you're a troll and you're coming in here to start with Menace, I'm gonna go right at you. Not you, but the trolls.
Yeah, I
So
get you.
he said something smart, and I said something to it, to his coworker, right at the time, but I didn't know it was his coworker. Medicine's like, cool, it's cool, thank you,
Right.
bro, coworker.
Mhm.
You know,
I feel you.
man, it's like ever since then I'd be watching, you know what I mean, like so I can try to figure out, okay, who is these
Yeah.
who, you know what I mean?
And that's one of the things that I always tell people, that if you sit back and watch the way people talk, the way they move, the way they act and react, you get a little bit of an understanding about them. But like I said, the conversations with people is how you get to know them, and all. So,
Right, right. But see, I guess okay, like when I go to YouTube, right?
hmm
I understand, everybody has and, like the communities that I follow. First of all, I'm big into what you battle rap. Okay,
hmm
so
yeah,
I follow a lot of their channels, right?
right,
And you know what I mean? It's wait a minute. I leave from the battle rap side, and then I'll go to metal and all that, and
hmm
it's like weird. I would really wish I could find a way to introduce, like the battle rap side that I deal with
right,
on YouTube. I really wish I could
hmm
find a way, to introduce Menace, Triple T, and them. You know what I mean? To
right,
them. To the battle rap side.
right. Well, with Menace, I know that he's familiar with the battle rap side
Right.
because he follows some of that too because of Traumatos and others. But uh, with Triple T, Alpha Tyler, and a couple others, Blind Sight, they'll do lives just wanting requests, and you can just go in there and request, people's music that and rock with, and they'll play it and they'll give you their honest opinions. And Alpha does uh, DJ, and he does engineer work, mixing and mastering. So he gives the insight from that perspective on the
Right.
songs that people send him. And there's sometimes, he won't necessarily like a song, and he'll tell people why. He's not really a hater. He's just telling people, I don't like this. Somebody else might, or this is what I don't like about it. If this got fixed, it'd be a really good song.
Right.
And some people can't take criticism, but a lot of people will keep coming back because he gives honest criticism, and they'll go ahead and fix stuff. Menace has brought songs over. I've brought songs of Menace and KSN's over, and a couple other people from his community to AlphaTyler streams, and also Triple T streams, and that's a good way of helping the independent artists that get exposure by going to lives and requesting their music.
Like there's another I wouldn't say they're not they're a streamer, like they do lives and everything,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it's more or less like on battle rap side of things, where they're called it's a page called Married to the Bars.
Uh-huh.
Not you. If anybody ever likes, like like 8 Mile type of
Right.
battle,
Right.
they do bar breakdowns where
Cool.
they'll break down like you know whatever bar,
Right.
usually, huh?
Right. I'm listening.
And then usually like the rapper or the battler, who
Mm-hmm.
whoever it is,
Mm-hmm.
they usually have the battle rapper up there.
Cool.
And, and I know they were talking about eventually you know um breaking down like uh what's it diss tracks and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hey,
I,
Denise.
I thought about submitting Menace, some of Menace's music or
Right.
MTP,
Mm-hmm.
and having them do what I mean breakdowns and stuff.
Oh, yeah. What I would do is, if you do send it, hit him up with a DM and let him know that you're sending it in, and a link to where you're sending it, so that he can hop in and talk with them.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because I know like they just started doing, what I mean, like they just started doing breakdowns on on diss tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, there's an MTP diss track out. I know
Oh,
it's
yeah, I know.
old, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like I like it, which is it's called Strike This.
Yeah.
I wanted to submit that, but my main thing is, okay, I'm looking, like again, a lot of people call me the mayor of battle rap because
Mm-hmm.
I can I can get certain individuals to network with each other.
Right.
And I just thought about an idea, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to, no, I don't know how about to do it. So I got to think,
Right.
which is,
That's cool.
you know, triple T as far as reactions, right,
Mm-hmm.
or reactors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Triple T and HBR. If I don't, I think that's how he pronounces his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the two most reactors that I know. Okay, on YouTube.
Right.
So what I was thinking about doing was, you know, seeing if they would, see if either one of them,
Mm-hmm.
would react to a battle.
Cool.
But I don't know how to approach them about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much with both of them. You just hit them up in a DM and have a conversation with them about it, and send them a link and see what they say. You know,
Yeah.
because I've known HBR and Dan and Jacksonville Joe the longest, and Holly and Nefarious on YouTube. I've known all of them longer than anybody, but like I said, I got into Triple T's channel and AlphaTyler's channel and a couple other people's channels from all of them.
Hello, Denise. Oh, see, everybody, people
What
are
up, Sam?
in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when nobody else is live, people will show up.
There's only one other person that I've seen was live, and I got to be honest. I didn't want to. I didn't want to tune into that live, so I'm just like, oh man, nobody
Yeah.
live. I'm like, and then it
Yep.
just so happened, you know what I mean. You were live. I'm like, yes, this is a
That's
chill.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Like I said, I like to try to go when nobody else is, so that I can give people an alternative to come around and talk and have a good time.
Right. Savannah.
Yep. Welcome everybody to the Bordom podcast, where I go live because I'm bored. I love conversation, and anybody that I know that wants to hit the link and join, feel free.
You know, Denise, it's funny, right? That she just put that. I can't read that. So then I'm like, when I seen everybody else calling her that,
Hmm.
just picked up on it.
Yeah, I try to call people by their handles and all that.
Yeah, but so here's the question that I got for you right there.
Hmm.
Say, like for example, hey, what's
What up,
up?
Dan?
What's up, Dan? So, say somebody's got a handle you can't read, right?
Hmm.
What do you call that person?
I usually try to pick out what I can read because, like, with Savannah, there I can read the Savannah. The part before it, I really can't read very well, so I just call her Savannah, and I look at what other people are saying and calling people.
See, that's how I am. You know what I mean? Dan the man.
Hmm.
But you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to them.
Yeah, that's cool. And then, like I said, on Thursday nights, Alpha does a music show called ATRL that usually starts around 8, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes it starts at 9 p.m., or he'll start it even later, but he'll have a short list basically, and he'll tell everybody if it's a short list because he started late. But he 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 plays pretty much everything. He takes free requests, donation requests, and he doesn't tell people they have to donate. It's just the donations come first in how he does it, and it's all good. I usually will sit in there all night listening to what people request, and I'll request a song or two or three or four.
Now, see, I've been in, on I don't want to say, yeah, I've been in lives before where they, you know how you said like donations are not a, must, but I've been
Right.
in where they, like some people would ask you, okay, hey, have you donated yet? They will
Yeah.
literally, if you tell them You know what I mean? Let's just say, for example, Rick Smith.
Right.
And they would literally look, right? And if your name ain't on there, they would kick you. Like, and it's like, you know what I mean? Some people can't, some people can't afford it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. I like, you know what I mean?
Right.
The communities that I'm following, I like them. But I don't know. I gotta
there's a
say,
couple of there's a couple of reaction channels out there that I'm cool with them, but I don't go to their music lives because you have to donate to get your music heard, and I'm like, if I'm not gonna be requesting music because I don't have any money, I really don't want to go in the live. And it bugs me when people feel that you have to pay $35, $45, $50 a song, and I'm like, I ain't got it like that.
yeah, especially I mean, don't get it wrong. Me, I try to support, even if it's $1.
Right.
But you got people that I remember the one person again. You know what I mean? I would, faithfully give them $3 a month, right? Just for whatever, right? And
Right.
me personally, if you got somebody that's giving you $3 a month, okay, just you should be, great for that. But the person got mad. Oh, you can't give me this. Well, you can't be in this live no more. And I'm like, what?
Right. Yeah, I try to avoid people like that because all they're about is the money, and I ain't about that.
Oh, okay.
I just got an alert that Triple T went live.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna in the comments because I'm about to eat.
Okay.
Here, so if you go
Yeah,
over,
that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I like shouting out whoever's gone live so that people can go check them out and all that.
all right. Well, I just figured I didn't want to be rude and just leave, without saying anything.
Right. I got you. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem.
Have a good one. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably what it is. He's probably gone live from the rave. I'll check out a rebroadcast of it when I shut it down. But yeah, I like to give people an opportunity to hop up and chat if I know you, and if I don't, then I don't let you up unless I get to know you. But I go live because I'm bored. That's why it's the Bordom podcast. Anything y'all want to know about me, I'm an open book. That's cool. As I'll probably go over and watch that in a little while whenever I shut it down, because I've been live for 49 minutes. Probably take it to an hour or longer, depending on who shows up to talk with. He's just live stuck in traffic. I get you. I hope they do well. I'm rooting for them. Yeah, but while I'm live, I figure I stay live for a little while. At least get it to the hour mark or longer, depending on who shows up. If I get guests, then I'll have them up talking, and if not, then I just talk with whoever's in the chat. Like I said, Any questions anybody has for me, feel free. I'm looking at doing a military brats edition of the Bordom podcast where I have um, one confirmed guest and looking for others that were born and raised in military families to come up and talk about being born and raised in military lifestyle, because I see a lot of vets going online, but you don't see or hear about a lot of the people who grew up in the military, not being part of it, but being forced to be part of it because their family was. So, and anybody that wants to be on the panel, just go ahead and hit me up in the DMs on IG, and we'll try to schedule it for a good time for everybody. We down to one viewer, and I'm pretty sure everybody went over to see what Triple T is up to, which I don't blame them. Feel free. I'm one of those that I support everybody. AlphaTyler, Triple T, HBR, Dan. I don't go in Dan's lives a whole lot because, of his content, stream sniping uh, a certain person I won't name. But I like to give people an alternative to the drama, and or if nobody else is live, so that they have somewhere to go and hang out and talk and bullshit. No, if you want to be on the panel, just hit my IG DM and we'll see what day is good and what time is good for everybody. Like I said, I got one person confirmed. It's a person that I know in real life that lives in central Mississippi. By the way, what branch are you a military brat from? My father was Air Force, career Air Force, from the time that I was born until the time I was 19, 20, I want to say. He retired. Like I said, anybody that I know who wants to jump on the panel, feel free. We'll chat it up. He retired when you were born. What branch, though? Like I said, my dad was career Air Force. Army? Yeah, Army. Kudos. My father started out as a military police in the Air Force, and by the time he retired, he had several different jobs, from taking and scheduling people for their training in what was called prime beef back then. Um, he was a assistant faculty director of family support when we were in Japan. And I don't remember what he was like a flight line chief, I want to say, or something like that when he retired. He retired the second highest NCO of the Air Force, I believe. Cool. Staff sergeant is a good position. I think my dad was a senior chief. I'm not exactly sure if he made senior or not, but he was a chief master sergeant. Because the Air Force has different ranks. Each branch has different ranks, to be honest. And something else people don't realize is each branch has its own special forces. With Air Force, it's search and rescue. Damn. I had a grandfather that was in the Navy that was on one of the ships that got bombed in Pearl Harbor. He survived and died of cancer years later when I was kind of a baby still. He was a boiler room mechanic that, like I said, survived the bombing of Pearl Harbor. His ship got hit and he survived, and later on he got out and died of cancer. But that was my mom's dad was Navy, my dad's dad was Army, my dad was Air Force. And no Marines that I know of in our family. Yeah, I feel you. When I was born, I was a product of my mom and dad's wedding night, and my dad ended up being stationed in Turkey and Thailand for the first 5 or 6 years I was born. So all I ever did was see um, videos, um, home movie basically when he sent them, or he would send audio recordings, tapes for us to listen to. That's cool. But yeah, growing up in the military is a different animal, because I don't know, with your dad being retired while you were a baby, but my dad being military for most of my life, we were held to certain standards and had to keep our hair cut a certain length and shaved and everything else. I remember being taught how to make my bed and do the hospital corners and all that. I didn't have it as bad as some, but it was still an experience. And graduating high school in Japan was fun. Where's Hunter's Army Field? Hunter's Army Airfield. I'm wondering what state that's in, 'cause I'm not familiar. Fort Stewart. That sounds familiar. I just don't remember what state that's in. I was born in Minot, North Dakota, but my parents are from New Jersey. They retired down here in Mississippi, so we've been down here for a good chunk of my life. So I claim it now as home. Nice. Adam Calhoun and Demon Jones will be in Savannah on October 17th. That's cool. So I'm taking it. Y'all are in Georgia. I live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Matter of fact, Keesler Air Force Base is like, I got 3 houses. Well, 2 houses from where I live, a road, then there's a field of railroad tracks, and then the base. Nice. I bet the tickets are high. But it's a good thing for them independent artists. I live right outside of Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. Go ahead and dox myself real quick. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get an alternator for my car. I've been dealing with car issues this morning, all morning. That's why one of the buddies in Alpha's Discord asked how everybody was doing. I said my day's been shit, but the night's looking up. Cool. Yeah, I got a 2004 Mercury Sable that I drive. My parents got a Toyota SUV. I think it's a RAV4 that they got. Probably some of my regulars aren't in here. But it's all good. Oh, I bet. I bet. Never bought tires like that in your life, I bet. I'm lucky. There's a couple of shops around here that sell used tires. That's what I go and get whenever I need a new tires. I'll go get used ones cheap. They're like 10 or 20 bucks a piece for retreads. I want to say is what they call them. I see how it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the lucky things that I did growing up is my folks always taught me that one day we won't be around, so you got to learn how to do your own laundry, you know, clean up after yourself, do dishes, cook, clean, all that. So I'm pretty self-sufficient when I can be or when I need to be. Which I think is a problem with a lot of kids nowadays. Is parents overcorrected and let them be their friends instead of their kids and discipline them. So they act a fool nowadays. Right. Oh, I mean, I can be a slob, but at the same time, I don't live in it, and I'll clean up whenever it starts getting bad. Just some days you don't feel like doing shit, and other days you feel like doing everything. So, and like I said, if anybody in the chat wants to ask questions, feel free. I'm an open book. Just be tasteful and respectful. That's all I ask. Like I said, if I know you, feel free to hit the link. Everybody's old man is a pain in the ass. Just like everybody's old lady is a pain in the ass too. And I know so many people that get offended by being called old lady or old man, and I'm like, why? It's just a term of endearment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut it down and go over and check out what's going on. So, once again, this has been the Bordom Podcast, where I go live because I'm bored. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.